Why is there blood on him? No, don't look at each other. Look at me. Somebody fucking answer. I was told you had a witness. A man who saw one of our trucks behind the East warehouse, followed 2 of my boys through 3 blocks, and tried to call it in before anyone could stop him. That's what I was told. So I came down here expecting a problem. This is not a problem. This is a man tied to a chair with his mouth gagged, his hands shaking, and blood under his chin. There's a difference. And I'm getting very tired of explaining differences to men who carry fucking weapons for a living. Move. Away from him, all of you. Look at me, sweetheart. Not them. Me. There you go. I know. You're scared. You should be, after what they did. But you're not in trouble with me right now. Careful. Don't shake your head like that. I can see the bruise near your temples from here. I'm gonna take the gag off, slowly. Before I do, listen to me. Do not scream. Not because I'm gonna hurt you. Because you'll scare yourself worse. And we can all agree that we don't want him to scare himself, do we, boys? Breathe through your nose. Good. There. Easy. Don't try to talk yet. Your mouth is dry. Your jaw probably hurts. Plus, if you cough, your ribs are gonna hurt like hell. No, don't apologize. God, don't apologize to me. You didn't do this. You didn't tie yourself to that chair or split your own lip. And you certainly didn't order 4 grown men to treat you like a fragile little thing. So we're done with apologies from you. You can breathe. You can hate everybody in this room, including me, if it keeps you awake. You are not gonna sit here bleeding and say sorry. Understood? Good boy. Who tied his wrists? Don't look at Marco. I asked a simple question. Who tied his wrists? You? Frankie? Come here. No. Do not get close to him. Close to me. That knot. Did you pull it until he stopped moving? Or did you pull it until you felt like a big, strong man? He told you it hurt? Of course he did. He has marks through the skin. And you ignored him? Right. Stand over there. Farther. I don't want him smelling your disgusting cheap cologne while he's trying not to cry. I fucking said farther! Sweetheart, I need to untie your hands now. This is probably going to hurt. Because whoever did this forgot wrists have bones and blood in them. Don't pull away. Let me do the moving. If you need me to stop, then say stop. And if you can't say it, tap your fingers against the chair. Any finger. Once is enough. I know. I know. There. Almost done. Don't chop your arm, I've got it. No, you're not all right. But at least you're not alone in it anymore. That's gonna have to count for something for the next few minutes, okay? Can you move your fingers for me? Slowly. Good. Again. Better than I expected. Other one now. Don't look at them. They're not interesting. Look at me. You have very beautiful eyes when you're not half terrified out of your body. Yeah, it's probably not the most professional thing I could have said while untying you from a chair. I'm aware. Unfortunately for the both of us, I've never been accused of behaving properly when someone brings me something pretty and damaged. There. Both hands free. Keep them in your lap for now. Don't try to stand up. I saw that glance at the door, and while I appreciate optimism, you would make it 3 steps before that ankle gave out, and every man in here panicked because thinking before touching you is apparently beyond us tonight. So stay in the chair. And not because you're trapped, because you're hurt. There's a difference. Now somebody bring me the file. The real file. Not a text chain. Some coffee-stained page. The file. Give it to me. No, don't summarize it. I didn't ask for story time from a man who already failed the reading portion of 3rd grade. That's funny. No, not funny, ha. None of you should be smiling. Funny in the sense that I'm looking at the top sheet. I can already feel my eye twitching. This says Matteo Valet. That's the man you were supposed to bring me. Matteo Valet. 43, runs courier routes through the marina. Keeps 2 phones. 1 wife, 3 girlfriends. An habit of selling information to whichever family looks least likely to shoot him that week. That man's a fucking rat bastard. That man knows names that I want. No. This says Matthew Valet. He's 26. Apartment above the clothes tailor shop on North Astor. Works inventory at a medical supply warehouse down the block. He pays rent early. And he orders the same noodles every Friday. He has a cat named Miso. Sweetheart, is that your cat? Yeah. That's a good name. No, don't look embarrassed. I like it. He grabbed Matthew. Not Matteo. Matthew, the most dangerous recorded behavior is sending a strongly worded email about a leaking ceiling. And apologizing in the follow-up. You hear how quiet the room is? Unfortunately, that's not out of respect. That is 4 grown men doing math in their heads. It is a wonder how they get by with the day-to-day. Who read the address? Use your words. You read it? Did the T and W get into a fucking fight on the page and leave you helpless? Because I'm trying to understand how you walked into this with a printed file, a fucking photograph, an address, a birth date, and you still brought me the wrong man. No, don't you dare say they looked similar. They don't at all. One looks like he launders money through the fish market and kisses women whose names he forgets. And the other looks like he says sorry when someone steps on his foot. You do, don't you? Apologize for things that aren't yours. I can tell. Yeah, that doesn't work in rooms like this, sweetheart. But don't worry, I'm noticing you correctly now. Let's fix the record before anyone else embarrasses me. He is not a witness. He's not an informant. He's not a runner, a courier, a lookout, or a threat to this family in any capacity. He's a civilian, for God's sakes. A civilian that happened to open his apartment door at the exact wrong time while you were dragging the actual target through the stairwell. Ah, there it is. So he did say something. Sweetheart, look at me for a second. When they came for you, did you tell them they had the wrong person? And how many times? 3. He told you 3 times. 3 times. While you had him against the wall, while you tied his hands, put the gag in his mouth. He gave you his name, and instead of checking the file, one of you decided the fucking civilian was running an advanced deception operation in the hallway light. Were you in slippers? Oh, sweetie. Oh. Don't hide your feet under the chair. I'm not laughing at you. You were taken out of your own apartment in slippers. Do you understand why this makes this worse? Well, a man in shoes might have been going somewhere. Or if he was wearing boots, might have been prepared. Or a man with a jacket or keys or wallet, anything useful in his pocket could pretend the night offered him a fair fight. You took him in slippers from his doorway. You didn't have a phone or a coat. No chance to lock the door. No chance to feed the cat. No chance to call anyone who might notice he was missing. You didn't exactly extract a threat. You stole a life mid-sentence. Hey, keep your eyes open for me. I know you're tired, but I need you awake a little longer. Because if you pass out before the doctor sees you, I'll have to let somebody carry you, and I think we can both agree that the people in this room have lost their carrying privileges. Does your shoulder hurt when you breathe? Don't move it, just answer. A little? That means yes. Stop saying sorry. All your sorries go directly into the river. I don't want to hear sorry from you again unless you step on my Christian Louboutins, okay? Take a small sip. Don't grab it. Your wrists are fucked. I'll hold it. There. Slowly. Good. Another. Good boy. You're doing better than you think. Now, about the actual Matteo valet. Where is he? Don't give me that fucking face, Marco. Where's the man you were supposed to bring? He got away? Of course he got away. He had apparently a decoy handed to him by the universe in the form of the prettiest, sweetest looking man in the building, opening his door at the worst possible second. No, honey, I'm not blaming you. You heard a noise in the hall, you open the door because that's what normal people do when they think something's wrong. God, you're shaking again. Is it cold? Or is it me? Be honest. Me? Good answer. Not pleasant, but at least you're honest. I scare you. Oh, I should. I'm standing in front of you in a room you were dragged into. I could sit here and call you sweetheart until the sun comes up, and some part of you would still know everyone in this building moves when I tell them to. So that part of you's not wrong. But understand this too. They touched you without my permission. So, the mistake belongs to me now. This blood is on my hands now. Here's what happens next. You will send 2 people. Not these 2 buffoons. Not anyone who breathed near him tonight. To his apartment quietly. You're gonna lock his door. You're gonna check on the cat. And you're gonna feed the cat. I'm gonna take a photo of the cat. I need proof of competence at the level of pet care. Yeah, bring his phone, wallet, shoes, coat, keys, whatever medication's in the bathroom cabinet. Don't pocket anything small. And you're not gonna make jokes about this man's life. His tiny little apartment, or his slippers. Because if I hear a word of it, I'll start removing teeth alphabetically. Do I make myself clear? Wonderful. Somebody called Dr. Esposito. Told her to come through the side entrance with the full kit. No questions over the phone. No hospital yet, honey. Private doctor first. There. Better. Still an awful room. Don't give it too much credit. But fewer idiots breathing down your neck helps, I hope. I'm putting my coat on you. No. Don't argue with me, dear. You're freezing. There. What is it, too heavy? Good. It smells like smoke, I know. Cohibas, at least. That has to count for something. Give me your hand. Slowly. I'm not gonna yank it. God, your wrist looks awful. Don't make that face. I said your wrist, not you. You still look unfairly pretty for someone who got kidnapped in slippers. Yeah, I know. Not the time. Sorry. Trying to keep you conscious, Bunny. Flirting is cheaper than having to bust out the smelling salts. Can you move your fingers? No one hurt. Yeah, your face gave you away. Okay, we're not using that hand for anything heroic tonight. Okay, let me check your ankle. Stay still. No, don't act like I'm about to bite you. Touching your boot first. See? Just the boot. Damn. It's swollen. I don't think it's broken. Nasty little bruise coming in, though. Walking is going to be stupid, so don't get ambitious. When we leave, you'll lean on me. Not the wall. Me. And can you please not do that thing where you pretend you weigh nothing? Everybody does that, and it makes them even more annoying to carry. Just lean. I can handle you. Stop there. What? They found the apartment? The door was open? Yeah, of course it was, you fucking idiot. Because he was dragged out before he could close it. What about the pussy? The cat. Look, sweetie. You see the little glowing eyes under the bed? That's Miso. Yeah, I know it's hard to see. Your cat apparently has more survival instincts than my entire crew. 2 men are staying outside until I decide otherwise. No. No, they're not going inside again. They touch one thing that isn't your phone, or any of the stuff that I mentioned earlier, I'll start mailing to their mothers. That was a joke. Kind of. You're crying again. Leave it. Don't wipe it with that rest. Here, I'll get it. Damn, you really love that cat, huh? Yeah, I can tell. No, that's not embarrassing. A man with a cat is so damn sexy. Careful. There's a little lip in the floor here. Yeah, good. Keep your weight on me, baby. I can feel you're trying to hover, like leaning too hard's gonna offend me. It's getting ridiculous. I've had men twice the size bleeding on my shoes and still managed to keep my balance, so unless you've been hiding a second body somewhere, I promise I can handle you. And before you ask again, no, we're not going back to your apartment tonight. I know I heard you the first time, I'm not dismissing that. But your apartment is not safe tonight, honey. Not because it's small or old, or because the lock is so cheap that it's insulting. It isn't safe because Mateo Valle is still breathing somewhere in this city, and now he has a reason to wonder who opened that door at the wrong time. If he's smart, he'll be asking around. I'm sure he's scared out of his mind, so I'm sure he'll be expeditious about it. If he thinks you saw anything useful, he might decide the easiest way to clean up his night is to find another quiet man before anyone else does. I'm not trying to frighten you into obedience or anything. That's the part of my world that you accidentally stepped into. And I'm not going to pretend it's less ugly just because your hands are shaking violently. I know you didn't see anything. I believe you. It doesn't really matter as much as you want it to matter. People like Mateo don't always hurt you because you know something. Sometimes they hurt you because you might know something. You're officially a loose end now. Not to me, but to him. I'm not letting him touch you because my crew fucked up royally. There. Last step. Careful. Why are you looking at the car like that? It's not a hearse. Lean down a little. Watch your head. Good. Good boy. Slide in. Not all the way against the door, honey. Come here. Toward me. Yes, toward me. I'm not putting you in a corner after dragging you out of one. It's quieter, isn't it? Just don't get too comfortable with that feeling. That's how men like Mateo survive. Which makes tonight very irritating for me, because apparently my own men decided to become one of those spaces that people stop checking. Your phone. I found it under the radiator. The screen's cracked, but it works. And they found all your other stuff. You can see it. The picture of your cat. Jesus, don't cry to my coat. It's silk. It's a joke, love. Not really. Yeah, you can cry. Just stop apologizing for it. That's less charming. No, stay still. It's not the doctor. They found Mateo's car abandoned 2 blocks from the river. The engine was still warm. Blood all over the steering wheel. Not enough to... The burner phone smashed under the tire. They found something in the passenger seat. Your spare key. Look at me. I said look at me. Good boy. This doesn't mean he got into your apartment. My men were already there. The door was locked. 2 guards outside. Nobody in or out. But it means Mateo knows your name. You know enough to go back. It means when he ran from my men, he didn't run blind. The night was not just my crew being stupid. Someone pointed him at you. That's why you opened the door at the exact wrong time. Why your name was in the file close enough for a fucking idiot to grab. That's why he left your key where I would find it. He wanted me to see it. And know that he could reach you. No, sweetheart, don't pull away from me now. I know you're thinking, if it weren't me, if you went home, you could just go back to living your life normally, but you can't. That door already opened, unfortunately. You can hate me for being the one standing on this side of it, but don't confuse me with the thing coming through. Driver, change of plan. Not the house. Take us to the Orchid. Take us to the private lift. Make sure there's no staff on floor. Call Esposito through the back entrance until the kitchen. If I see anybody within 10 feet of the elevator, they're gonna have to answer to me personally. The Black Orchid. It's a club. Yes, it's mine, but it's closed tonight. Downstairs is the club, but upstairs is different. It's a private elevator in the medical room, a bedroom, a bathroom, a view of the whole river if the rain clears. And there's no cameras in my room. No one touching you unless you say, or unless I break their hand for trying. Better? No? Okay. I know it still sounds like a trap, but my house is predictable. My safe houses are known to anyone who's been useful to me longer than 6 months. The Orchid is where people think I go to be seen, which is exactly why the private floors are where I disappear. Mateo doesn't know that elevator exists. Until I know who put the key in his hand, I'm not taking you anywhere a man like him can guess. What? No. No, sweetheart. You asked me if you were bait? You were. Before I walked into that room. Now you're mine to protect. Come here. Yes, closer. I know your ribs hurt. I'm gonna be careful. Just let me see your face. There you are. I can tell you this. If Mateo wanted to be distracted, he chose very badly. I'm not distracted now. I'm very interested. And you, sweetheart, are very difficult to stop looking at. No, don't look away. Not after surviving all that and still blushing because I'm getting too close. That's either very brave or very stupid of you. I haven't decided which. When we get back to the orchid, the doctor checks on you first. Then I clean you up. And then we talk about the key. If you're still looking at my mouth after that, I'll decide if you're braver than you look.